Hello friends, Mavs back with another episode of Oxygen Not Included. We've been doing some work trying to replace the petroleum with the new absolute tremendous amount of super coolant that we have. And we've got the top line done for the base. The only thing I'm noticing though is it cools the base down quite a bit better. So we may have to do some looking and making sure that we don't cool it down too much. The bottom of the base is also a little bit cooler. The only thing I really worry about is whether or not these guys keep growing. The growth is halted on these. That's too bad. But they were just a little bit extra food. How cold are they? Probably too cold. Why not tell me? Oh, because I'm clicking on a seed. Hello. There we go. 50 to 86. What's the temperature? It says 80. Why does it not go? Why does it not go? 88. It's too hot. Maybe the poo water's too hot. Don't know. Oh well, it's just extra food. We got lots of food. So we also started with building ourselves a fancy coolant bucket here. Let's see. So this is gonna be. We're gonna make it really, really, really cold in here. Let's sweep. How about we don't destroy that? How about we sweep that? Cancel all that. Sweep. There we go. Sweep those out. What we're going to do is, this is all oxygen in here. We are going to have to vacuum this one out to start putting hydrogen in. And then, yeah, we'll start making liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen. So we can switch over to the better engines that have better range. Yay! And then we won't have to use any more petroleum for rockets. Yay! But this guy's been going, and we still have just oodles and oodles of super coolant. I am slowly pumping it out of here. I do want to deconstruct some of these reservoirs because I used a lot of steel to build them, and I kind of want my steel back. But we are sending tons of super coolant down river. It does come out of my handy schmandy cooling loop here, so whatever. But that being said, let's come on over here. There's our pipe. And here's this guy. How's it working? Yes, he gets really cold really quick. So hopefully this is the end of the petroleum in this bottom loop. And it does, in fact, look like it. And that, my friends, is good news. But that is the very end of it. So, once this last bubble gets out, we'll disconnect it here. Hook that side back up. So now we got our closed loop again. And we'll start sneaking some super coolant in. Here we go. So we're going to come in this way. We're going to come in right there. And here comes the super coolant. And we're gonna cut this down about right. No, let's not cut it there. Let's just cut it right there. What it'll do is it's gonna stop here, which is okay because we don't want to overfill it because this is the end pipe. We getting it out, it would be kind of difficult. So this guy is still pumping along. This guy is still pumping along. This one eventually is going to run dry because it's all going to go in here. So we need to send this stuff that way. There. All right. We're going to get 50% of it's going to go that way, which means it's going to drain this tank and it's going to drain this tank. It's almost it's pretty much a full tank. I had this side full of super coolant when I started to fill this one, and it's pretty much a full tank to fill one of these lines. So it's quite a bit of super coolant, but yeah, this will take a couple minutes, and that's one of the reasons why I want to cut it here so that it won't overfill itself. And we can add just a little bit at a time so it stays moving, because this one I did lock these up before I started the recording. I did lock these both up and had to dump a bunch over into this one and let a bunch out of here. And yeah, it's kind of a pain. So, what else we got going on? We do have our Mars is out here mining for us right now. Oh, it's almost full. And what else are we doing? We are running low a little bit on oxygen. We've been running a little tight here. I did have a bunch of super coolant somehow get pumped into my spawn. That was fun to clean up. You can still see some of the bottles in here that I didn't bother sweeping up. That was fun. Had to crack this thing open. Had to sweep this or mop this, clean it all. Oh man, it was fun. Yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. So, what else we got down? Why do we got all this debris down here? Okay, so it looks like we are about ready to start making some more super coolant. In order to do that, we do need to hook up our petroleum pipe. So let's connect it and do about 10 bubbles. Let's do about 10 bubbles. What I'm doing is I'm making the super coolant slowly, and I'm doing it somewhat manually in these batches to avoid this overflow issue I had here before, where the super coolant would overflow and then it would get in here and then it would flow over here. And I think how I ended up with water in the spawn, or super coolant in the spawn, is it ended up in here, I think, somehow. And this pump sent it all the way through, and it went all the way into the infinite storage and then down into the spawn. I think. I'm not positive. Because I found it all over the base. It just like everywhere. So, that being said, we don't want to have that happen anymore, because that was bad. That was not good. Where is this going to go? Oh, because of the hydro sensor. Okay. So, let's see, how are all of our little guys doing down here? Looks like nobody's trapped in there. They are starting to even out. This one doesn't have quite as many as it did before. This one has uno. You do need to kind of put some eggs in here. What's happening is the dupes are not putting the eggs in the incubators because they've got so many other tasks going on. So the incubators aren't getting used. The eggs are taking a lot longer to hatch. And, well, is what it is. Not much I can do about it at this point, because there's a ton of work to be done. So, there we go with the save. And, come on, save. There we go. Perfect. So, our petroleum's still going good. Hydrogen's still going good. And we still have tons and tons of water coming over from the other planet. But what I did do is I stopped it from going into this giant muck pit. And I started sending all the water that's coming from Atamora is going down into the oil reservoir. So all the water that's coming over is going to oil production. And all of the water coming from all other sources is going up into here for either to get cleaned or whatnot. So that way we're not running out of water in the base, because periodically we're running out of water. There wasn't any water going through the system, and it just kind of stuttered every once in a while. So, and then from here, the water ends up all the way back into our infinite storage like we've had before. But you all already knew that. Why did the super coolant stop moving? Why not move? What happened? What? Did we break something? Did we break it because it got too cold? No, because this is super hot down here. This hasn't been moving in a while. What is going on? Oh boy. So you can't turn your back on this game for a second. So let's just pick a random one right there. We're gonna empty this one right here. How did that get full? Is up from here, but it there. Okay, cancel this. What is going on? No, no, that's water. It's our water line. We don't want that. Let's go from there into here. We've already got it going out right there, don't we? Oh, it's filling right here. It's filling. So we got to take some of this out until I can end up going all the way around. There we go. That side's moving. Here we go. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Not quite there yet. Alright. Let's see how that works. Looks like we got 2 spaces right there, which will get fixed by that reservoir right there. So, good deal. Crisis averted. So, let's see here. How are we doing up here? Are we ready to close this off? I think so. Alright, we're going to close that. And then what we need is we need an oxygen line. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do we have, don't we have, yeah, we got oxygen already saved up right here. So it comes in there and it comes out here and tries to go into the carbon dioxide. But we don't want that no more. Oh boy, look at this. This is quite the mess. That guy filters oxygen out and puts it in. Okay. There's that. How are we going to get this out of here? Oh boy. This does not look good, folks. Whew. We could take this pipe, turn around. There's no oxygen coming up here though. I was going to say we could run it up this way because it's filtering oxygen out of somewhere. But there is no... There's no good way to do this. This is going to get gross real fast. Let's see. We are going to cut this right there. We're going to get rid of these so we don't keep tripping over them. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to go down right there. And what happened? There we go. Put one of those right. Oh, come on. Deconstruct that guy. Is that how we're going to do it? Yeah. No. We're going to keep that one. Cancel that. We're going to disconnect it right there. Because this is filtering sour gas. We ain't got no sour gas right now that we know of. So... Oh, wait. Let's see. Cut that off right there. Look at this monstrosity. Oh boy. Boom, boom, boom. And then gas pipe. Right like that. No, 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 no. No, what'd you do, man? Oh, fix it, fix it. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to come out of this infinite storage. We're going to come down here. All right, let's turn this guy on. Oops. We turned it on. Why are you not going? Because you're disconnected. There we go. So now we're gonna have some nice and toasty warm oxygen. That's what that is. Oof. Oh boy. All right, let's look at the numbers here. We're just below negative. And it's cooling down. What? Oh, this stuff won't go any cooler. Let's do negative 100. Copy settings. We'll go to that one. There we go. Now we're coming out at negative 50. Look at that. That's one way to cool something down, isn't it? How's the temperature look? It looks nice and chilly in here already. Unfortunately, we're going to be making a mess over here. I think what I might do, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to come in here with a mini gas pump that we're going to orphan in here. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do that. We're going to do that. Gas vent. And then, oh, save time. Yeah, I think we're just going to orphan this mini gas pump in here. No big deal. And we'll just vacuum it out. And then we can start dumping hydrogen in here because we make excess hydrogen out of our SPOM on a pretty regular basis. The oxygen that's coming out of the infinite storage was stuff that I'd just been storing before. It's not stuff we actually produce. What I think is probably going to happen is we don't produce enough oxygen to make this a reliable fuel source at the moment. So what I may need to do is build a second SPOM like up here just to feed this guy. So it'll be what it'll be. But let's get that swept out. How's life going on over here? Okay, we are stopped. We are most of the way full. And this guy looks pretty much full over here too. Let's stop sending over there. And let's see, in order to get more in here, we're going to need to make this that. And it's not going to go. So let's, oh no, it's gone. There we go. Really cold though, really cold. Okay, so I think we're just gonna let these extra bubbles be here. No big deal. So once this gets up here and around the corner, we'll just let those bubbles. We'll let those bubbles be. There we go. Oops, we need to cut it off that way. There we go. Okay. No big deal. And then this guy is going to fill itself up from that side. And this guy is almost empty. But no big deal. I think we're good on this. If I really feel like it, I can sit here and mess around and put a little bit more in here, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's check the temperatures. Oof, Look at the cold. Oh my goshes. That is some cold stuff. Oh boy. Body temperature's still too high on those. Wow. Hot stuff. Look, this heat's leaking in this way. I'd never noticed that before. Wow. And then we are pushing heat in this way just from this row of transformers that are inside the base. And I remember tearing this wall out many moons ago in order to let heat in for some reason. But oof. Okay, so how is the spawn doing? We are still pumping air in here. We are still short air for a lot of things. I want to do this because this side seems to be doing... Oops, I want to do one more. I want to add a couple more of the docks to this one in the middle because it seems to stop up quite a bit. I've been doing a lot of monkeying with this lately, and anyway, it is what it is. These docks in the very back have plenty of air all the time, and then these guys are all starved all the time. So we're gonna try to change that a little bit. So there we go. There's that. And ooh, how's Ardent Mars doing? Let's see here. How are we doing? Oh, not quite full. And how are we doing here? We are nice and chilly. Let's do that too. It says no power, so let's do that. And then these hydro sensors, we never bothered set above 500. I don't want to pump. I don't want those pumps running all the time. Okay. 39. Come build these guys. So anyway, what we're going to start doing here is we're going to start just making liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen and see what we can build here. We've got air coming in on this side. What the heck is this? Gosh, that's probably going to be a problem. Now, let's check. I'm just going to have to ignore that. My OCD is going to have to let it go. Oxygen. And oxygen as a liquid. When does oxygen become a liquid? Oh, only negative 293 degrees, 97.3 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to have to go with these guys. These guys are going to have to be negative 300. Copy settings. Wow. We are going to be running some heat. Okay, so problem is these guys pick up quite a bit of heat. Let's see, negative 97. What do they finish at? Negative 90. So there's about a 7-degree differential. And then we've also got to warm or cool this bucket down, which is going. So let's see, we come out right now at negative 99, and by the time we're entering the system, we're at negative 50. So there's a 40-degree drop. 40-degree drop, which is more than... These things only make 30 degrees because it's... Is it 15 each? Wait a minute. 25. Oh, no, they make 25 each. So we're dropping it by 50, but it's going up by 40. And a lot of that is because the averaging going on in this tank. So we're going to end up okay, I think. I think we're going to end up okay. Because as this thing averages lower and lower, it won't take as much heat out. And then it'll be colder coming in here, which means it'll force it colder this way, which will be colder here, which means it'll average lower faster, hopefully. Yeah, so very soon, very, very soon, we should have the potential for liquid oxygen. And how are we doing over here? This guy's still pumping away. It's probably going to take a while. Okay, and how is the rocket? Is the rocket? Oh, it's going. So right now we still have 9 tons of fullerene sitting here at home. We have 44,000 calories of pickled meal. We have plenty of space food. We got plenty of gold now. We have plenty of fertilizer, but I don't like using the fertilizer on the rockets because the range is halved. It's garbage. Steel is kind of a problem. We need some steel. And eggshell seems to be the issue. And it's actually kind of surprising to me because we have a ton of pets and we have just tons of critters to eat, and they should be hatching quite regularly. So anyway, by the way, this aqua tuner does not have a temperature sensor on it. These do, and these haven't been running for quite some time. So yeah, this guy's just pumping away, keeping things cold. Super Coolant is amazing. I've never actually played with it before. This is the first time I've had it, so it is amazing. You're waiting for lime, you're waiting for lime, you're waiting for wolframite. Output pipe is full. We can fix that. No, not yet, I guess. Pulled a little bit out, but probably not enough. The other thing we've been doing is we've made this part of the base stupid cold with the advent of Super Coolant. So it is now negative 62 degrees up here, and we're getting liquid chlorine to fall here. So I don't think we have to worry about the desalinator getting too hot anymore. We could maybe hook this guy back up and start desalinating some of this salt water just for kicks. I mean, we don't have enough water stored. I mean, there's only 17 million kilograms, 17 million, 89 million kilograms, 16 million, and 16 million. 89 million kilograms of water. Wow. Whew. We got lots of water. We're not going to run out of water anytime soon. That's what happens when you're running a full planet water supply into an infinite storage for 1600 cycles. Oof. So, that being said, what else we got here? This seems like oxygen is getting really low in here. It is getting really low in here. Let's see, what's the breathability look like? Not so good. Not so good. Let's see. Why is this spam so far behind life right now? Ever since I had that issue and I had to open it up, it can't keep up with production like it used to. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that. Why is the conveyor loader breaking? Is it too cold? That'd be funny. So yeah, what else we got here? We got how much oxygen is in here? 20 kilograms in every space. So eventually what it's going to do is it's going to start raining. Once it gets cold enough in here, we will have raining liquid oxygen. And then eventually we will pump it in here. And that'll be great. That'll be awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's about it for this episode. Thanks for hanging with me. Have a good one.